Hello there. You know what time is it? It's Finsmart time. Finsmart simply means financial smartness, and all we do here is give you tips on how you can be smart financially. Finsmart is a production of UK-DION Investment Limited, created to add value to every listener. All men are created equal, but some men know how to build and create wealth more than others. Why is this, you may ask? It's simply because the divide that are wealthy apply fundamental investment principles. On today's episode of Finsmart podcast series, we'll be listening to excerpts of a radio program where two interviewees representing UK-DION Investment Limited, Merlin Tamuno Emi, opened the show by explaining what investment principles are.
These are fundamental parameters that every intending investor must have an in-depth knowledge of before venturing into any kind of financial investment. Okay, these are like guidelines, things you must know, so you don't just go and trade, out of ignorance, and at the end of the day, you can't even monitor or tell how your financial investment is going. So these principles help you so that whatever financial goal you set for yourself while going into this financial investment, you know how to go about it, and at the end of the day, get your goal well actualized.
Ifeanyi supported Merlin's definitions by talking about 3 steps on how to apply investment principles.
Number 1, we have establish a financial plan. In establishing a financial plan, you need to set your goals, and make them realistic. Review these goals annually or biannually, as the case may be, then make changes in these goals as time goes on. Secondly, start saving and investing today.
Okay.
There is no better time to invest, and there's no better time to save. You start investing today, you start saving today. All you need to do is to do your due diligence. Look for the right company, look for the right package, look for the right plan to invest in.
Now that you know about some investment principles and how to apply them, Ifeanyi Agbali advised on how to identify the right financial institutions to invest in.
In looking for the right company to invest, first of all, you have to look at the company itself, the build-up of the company. The company, are they regulated? The company, are they insured? The company, how long have they been in existence? Now, these are things you look out for. Then look out for what they invest your funds in. When we don't do our due diligence, we just take so much. We always look at interest rates, not looking at fund security. We get carried away by this is what they will give us, very huge. But we don't look at what happens to the funds we labor to put together. If this fund doesn't come back, you are at a very big loss.
Since there are a number of investment companies out there, Ifeanyi explained why UK-DION Investment Limited is a preferred choice.
UK-DION as a company is an asset management company. We manage assets, we manage funds. We're into a lot of things. UK-DION as a company run a diversified portfolio.
Okay.
We don't invest in one security. That is putting all your eggs in one basket. We don't do that. We run a diversified portfolio in the sense that we have areas, sectors of the economy we invest in.
Okay.
UK-DION as a company invests in real estate, invests in their subsidiary companies, invests in government securities, invests in invoice discounting and loans. So you can see how diversified UK-DION is. When one security is not doing well, the other covers.
Okay.
But when you run a single asset portfolio, you will notice that if the security is not doing well, automatically the investors tend to lose their funds. But when one security is not doing well, in a diversified portfolio, the others covers to make sure that that value stated is added to the fund.
You know the saying, talk is cheap? That has nothing to do with UK-DION Investment Limited. Listen to some proofs that confirms that UK-DION runs diversified portfolios.
It's verifiable. Go through the website, check. do your checks on our website, go to SEC website too, which is www.sec.gov.ng/CMOs, Capital Market Operator. Type in UK-DION, you will see UK-DION. Check by your right, you will see what we call Fidelity Bond expiry and when it was renewed. Now these are things that tells you that your funds are safe because the government has part of UK-DION funds with the CBN to make sure that these funds return to the investors no matter what happens during the period of the investment.
Did you hear Ifeanyi and Merlin of UK-DION Investment Limited on Nigeria Info 92.3 Port Harcourt? You can bet nothing can be more real than that. It's been Finsmart podcast series, and we've been listening to excerpts of a radio program where two interviewees, Merlin Tamuno Emi and Ifeanyi Agbali, represented UK-DION Investment Limited on Nigeria Info 92.3 Port Harcourt. And on that note, we wrap up this episode of Finsmart podcast series. Kindly note that we won't stop talking about money and investment until you achieve all your financial goals. Join some of our erudite financial experts on Nigeria Info 92.3 Port Harcourt every Fridays at 7:45 a.m. and on Kiss FM 99.9 Abuja on Mondays also at 7:45 a.m. to know more about wealth creation. Finsmart is a production of UK-DION Investment Limited, created to add value to every listener. Till we come your way again, keep making smart financial decisions.
Come on, we take you higher. We make you grow and give